Welcome to the very first episode of Friendly Fire Enabled. I'm very excited to kick off this series with something special. I'll look at where we're going in 2025 and what you can expect from me, this channel, and content to come. Before we delve into where we're going, let's recap 2024. A lot of you know that 2024 started off in hardcore mode with being a business owner and dealing with a major fire that put me and my family in survival mode. I spent a lot of time trying to manage what I had energy for, and sadly, consistent content creation wasn't something I had the capacity for, and that's okay. Survival mode is survival mode. In the midst of survival mode, I started seeing my then boyfriend and we tied the religious knot this past November, so he is now husband. You'll see him sometime, trust me. That aside, life has been a good kind of busy as I adapt to being married, which leaves me traveling between two cities, Bristol and London, and my PC setup staying in Bristol. We are slowly looking at creating a setup for London so I can always create content in whichever city that I'm in. I am and have been trying my best. Much love to you all and much appreciation for the patience, always. I'm grateful for those who've stuck by me with all the breaks I've taken the past years. That aside, this is a fresh start, which has given me a lot of time to plan my new journeys. Ironically and unironically, new year, new me. Also, I hope everyone had a happy holidays, and with this being New Year's Eve, may the new year bring you an abundance of everything that you asked for. As you might have noticed, I started off this video with saying Friendly Fire Enabled, and this is the first episode of it. So let me tell you what Friendly Fire Enabled will be. While I don't intend to limit the scope of what Friendly Fire Enabled could be, Friendly Fire will be about lessons I've learned, how to grow, strategy, and more. However, some of these lessons don't come without a bit of a backstory. So why the name Friendly Fire Enabled? Well, like I said, these lessons don't just come out of nowhere, and just like in video games, not all the shots you are taking come from the enemy. Friendly Fire Enabled is a podcast where I reflect on the unexpected shots I've taken from both my personal life and my life as a creator, and highlight the importance of lessons learned as a creator, friend, and human being navigating all kinds of spaces. Us gamers all know the term Friendly Fire, and if you don't, let me break it down for you real quick. It's when your teammates accidentally or even sometimes intentionally harm the other. For example, your teammate mistakes you for the enemy and shoots you. Or if you're me, it's what I do to my teammates in Phasmophobia. Just like in games, sometimes the people closest to you unintentionally or intentionally, you never know, cause harm, but that fire, the hard lessons, the challenges, the fallout becomes a way to grow and reflect and come back stronger. In short, Friendly Fire Enabled is about navigating the unexpected in life as we face our personal and creator journey. It's about taking that damage and turning it into growth. So welcome to Friendly Fire Enabled, where I'll bring on guests from time to time, ask questions that may lead to some interesting stories, and hopefully provide some teaching and learning moments. So with that in mind, what will 2025 bring? We are working on a second setup so I can stream and create content from my husband's home, as I am part-time between his and my parents due to my 9-to-5 in Bristol. Here are some of the little updates. We are bringing back consistency in 2025 with a whole new set of ideas, plans, and more strategy on executing it. First off, we're jumping back into streaming. So I think Not You Again, co-hosted by Remarkable Me and myself, whether it's gaming or podcast, we're planning to do a whole lot of yapping. On another front, my husband, Warlock El Reyes, may embark on a horror stream on my channel with my sadistic brand of commentary, but most streams will be me as per usual, 2025 content creation campaigns have already been decided for a few games and topics, so I'm excited to show you the increase in output across the socials. The newer plan is to create more pre-recorded content and more scripted content throughout the year. I've already told you a little bit about Friendly Fire Enabled, but this is a podcast that I don't intend to limit the scope of just yet. It's my well of untapped potential. In terms of collaborations and campaigns, my eyes are on the big ones: 2K and Gearbox, Nintendo and Game Freak, and Konami. Some of you will already know what I mean. My goal in 2025 is to build genuine, strong relationships with these brands. I really do want to be a part of the next wave of content creator partnerships, and I intend to bring you all along for the journey. On a different note, as someone who just tied the religious knot in November, I have a lot of personal goals in terms of setting up our new home together, creating lifestyle content, and just making a space where we can thrive. So I hope you will join us on our journey to do that as well. In the next episode of Friendly Fire Enabled, I'll be talking about one of the lessons I've had to learn over and over and over again, as a reminder when I got too complacent. It made me aware how forthcoming I had been with sharing my plans, my goals, and ideas with friends. And I say friends that way for a reason. It definitely helped me shift my whole perspective on friendships entirely in the creator space. Episode schedule coming soon to a store near you. I mean, the next episode will be out at the end of January. With that future episode in mind, you don't have to share with me your career plans, but what are your goals for 2025? I'd love it if you could share it in the comments. Forget about the whole new year, new me, that kind of thing. What is your annual plan? Tell me that. With that, thank you for joining me on the very first episode of Friendly Fire Enabled. So welcome to my space.